Hello students, it's me Kshitija Shirke again with a new session, My Little Aquatic Garden. So, in today's session, I'm going to tell you some interesting facts about aquatic plants and we are going to make our little aquatic garden. So, let's begin with My Little Aquatic Garden. For to make an aquatic garden, material required is one transparent bottle, 5 to 7 thin wires, multicolored tapes, gravels, pebbles, sand and water. Gravels and pebbles are the stones you will observe on the beach or in your garden also. So the material we are going to use is one transparent bottle, 5 to 7 thin wires, multicolored tapes, gravels, pebbles, sand and water. So let's begin with the procedure. The procedure is fill the bottom of the bottle with the sand, gravels and pebbles. Put the sand in the bottom of the bottle and then put the gravels and pebbles on the sand so it looks like the real aquatic garden. Now use multicolored tape and wrap it around the thin wires. Whatever multicolored tape you have with you, wrap it around the thin wires. Now insert the thin wires and try to fix them in the sand so that they stand straight. Now pour water in the transparent bottle and close the cap. Keep it in the suitable place in your house for over the month. The procedure we are going to do is very simple. First one, fill the sand in the bottom of the bottle, put the gravels and pebbles, wrap the multicolored tape around the thin wires. Insert the thin wires and try to fix them in the sand so that they stand straight. Now pour water in transparent bottle and close the cap. Keep it at the suitable place over your house for the month. Now, what we actually understand by this experiment is although underwater plants are not exposed to enough sunlight, they also undergo the process of photosynthesis. Now, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process of making food in the plants. Plants make their own food using sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and the process of making their own food is known as photosynthesis. So, the essential part for the photosynthesis is sunlight, as underwater plants are not exposed enough sunlight, means they don't get much sunlight according in compared to the land plants. Still they undergo the process of photosynthesis, means underwater plants also make the food using the photosynthesis. They are not exposed enough to sunlight, still they undergo the process of photosynthesis. This is the first point. Now second, the leaves of aquatic plants are rarely have stomata. Let me explain you what stomata is. For that I will draw a leaves here. So look at here. Here is the leaf, and in this leaf, below that leaf, there are these small openings, like this circular small openings all over the leaf, are called as stomata. So, stomata is responsible for trapping of carbon dioxide from the environment. Stomata are the reason why plants trap the carbon dioxide in them, and that carbon dioxide is used for the process of photosynthesis. As aquatic plants are underwater, so the water has the dissolved carbon dioxide in it. So aquatic plants get the carbon dioxide directly from water, so they rarely have stomata. There is no need of stomata, or there is no need to trap the carbon dioxide, as carbon dioxide present all over in the water in the form of dissolved water. So stomata is rarely present in aquatic plants. So this is the second fact. Now, third one. Completely submerged aquatic plants do not contain the xylem. So what is the xylem is? Xylem is the tissue which helps to transport the water from root to the stem in the land plants. In the land plants, water is provided to the roots. Roots transfer that water to the leaves in this direction. Then in aquatic plants, they are submerged in the water. So their water is present all over around them. So there is no need of roots to transport it to the leaves. So there is no xylem which can transport the water. Xylem is the tissue which is responsible for water transport and the stiffness, strong stem of the plants in the land plant. But as there is no need of water transport for the aquatic plants, there is no presence of xylem. And also the flexibility of aquatic plant better withstands with the currents and the waves. In water there are the waves, so the aquatic plants are more flexible. They are not strong and stiffy as the land plants. They are flexible, better stands with the current and the waves. So the interesting fact of aquatic plants are they undergo the process of photosynthesis. Although they are not exposed to the enough sunlight, some sunlight penetrates through the water and it provides the process of photosynthesis. The leaves of aquatic plants rarely have stomatas, and completely submerged aquatic plants do not contain the xylem. Here, these are the some aquatic plants which are present under the sea. This is also the another image where you can see the aquatic plants. Now, next, the think time. Do aquatic plants have roots? What do you think? Does aquatic plants have the roots? Yes, aquatic plants have roots, but the small roots. They do not need a strong spread roots. Aquatic plants have roots, they are small roots. Their roots are smaller, so water can spread freely and directly into the leaves. As we know, the function of root is to hold the water and minerals and provide it to the leaves for preparation of their food in the land plants. But for the aquatic plants, water is present all around them. So there is no need of water transport. So the roots are not as much as developed in them as of the land plants. Also, they do not need the rigid support because they are freely flexible in the water. So there is no need of rigid support. So the function of root is very less in the aquatic plant. So the development of root is also the small. So they have the roots, but they are small and not as strong and as spread as the land plants. So in today's session, we learn how the aquatic garden is formed and three interesting facts about the aquatic plants. The facts are they undergoes the process of photosynthesis. Also, they have rarely have stomatas, and completely submerged aquatic plants do not contain the xylem. Aquatic plant contains the root but of the small roots, not stronger and spreader roots like the land plants. I hope you understand this interesting fact about the aquatic plant.